Hey, happy Retro Adventure Wednesday, everybody. Welcome in. Happy to have you here tonight as we embark once again on a journey to Discworld, a world of fantasy, a world of absurdity, a world where Rincewind, the hapless wizard, is on a mission to rid the city of a dragon, only now he's kind of working on the dragon's behalf. He is going around the city trying to find all the weird cultists who summon the dragon and take a gold item from each of them in order to, I guess, keep them from using the dragon for their own nefarious purposes. It's all a very complex series of countervailing forces really at play here, and that's what makes for drama. That's what we're here for. It's like TNT. We know drama, and I know this game is full of it. So welcome in. Hope you're all having a good Wednesday. It's been a good one here. Good to see everybody. Living Runs, Quill, Stalk, Nick. Good to see you, Twixie. Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's been an exciting day here. If you happen to follow me on social media, you've probably seen that I've retweeted or reskeeted a couple of times that I published a piece with PC Gamer today. The online version is out, and then I think it should be in the print edition here in a couple of weeks. It was a piece on Lara Croft, specifically a book that came out in the late 1990s called Lara Croft, The Art of Virtual Seduction. It's ridiculous. It's basically like a book full of pinups of a scantily clad Lara Croft. To me, it seemed like the most ridiculous artifact of that era ever. So that's been exciting. There's a link to it if anyone wants to check it out. I've already started to make some brand new friends in the comments section. As you can imagine, anytime you talk about gender and sexuality in video games, some of the very best people in the gaming community come out to offer their opposing opinions about it. So far, this one hasn't been bad. Who knows what happens from here, though? Yeah, it's an exciting day in that regard. So yeah, it's out there, and yeah, pretty happy with the way it turned out. I mentioned on Blue Sky earlier today. I was always a magazine freak as a kid. Like, I was no joke, at any given point in my childhood, like, there's a good chance I was carrying like 7 or 8 different magazine subscriptions at any given time. Like, as a 8 or 9 year old, I was like subscribed to like Rolling Stone, Entertainment Weekly, Computer Gaming World, National Geographic, Sports Illustrated. Like, I just loved magazines and just got immense joy. And of course, Interaction Magazine, the one source for Sierra Online News, got immense joy from reading magazines. And PC Gamer was one that I loved to read. And getting to write for them was pretty exciting. It really made my day. So yeah, that's out there. But you're not here to hear me talk about magazines. Oh no, that's a different stream. You're here for Discworld. So I say we disc it right up. Here we go. All right. Let's do this thing. Wait, Nick. You're being told on this page that I can play this game for 1 minute and see why everyone's addicted. I mean, if it's that good of a game, you should click on it. I mean, it feels like you'd just be doing yourself a disservice not to at least give it a shot with that sort of promise. All right. So let's see if we can get going again and figure out what needs to happen here. I'm trying to think if there's ever been a game I feel like I played for a minute and was immediately addicted. I guess Tetris would be like the textbook example of a game you could play for 1 minute and find yourself addicted, right? Hey! Oh man, here we go. Thank you so much for the raid, Forte 801. You're here just in time. We're just getting started. Just getting ready to load up our game for the evening. Welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Jess, the Cat Jedi. I stream retro adventure games every Wednesday night, and tonight that game is Discworld. Welcome in. Hey, Caffeine Headache. Good to see you. I always like to see another person with a caffeine-themed name show up, but good to see you. Thank you. What were you playing in retro tonight, Forte? Good to see you, Samuel. Howdy. Yakamine, thank you for the resub. Oh, wow. Things are getting exciting in here. 13 months. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Oh, and Kevin, I see that you have Redemption. What was my favorite magazine as a child? You know, this will sound really corny, but I treasured every issue of Interaction magazine. Interaction, for those of you who might know, was Sierra's in-house magazine. Basically, if you registered a Sierra product, it came with a year-long subscription to Interaction magazine, and quarterly issues would come out to hype all the newest Sierra titles. And I was a Sierra nerd from the time I was, 9 years old. I would get those issues, and again, because they were only quarterly, they'd have to last me like 3 months, and I would just read them over and over again. Like, there are still articles that I can close my eyes and picture because I love those so much. So sadly, the answer is probably Interaction magazine. Oh wow, Forte doing King's Quest 4 and Space Quest 3 speedruns. Didn't complete a single run. Started getting spicy. Sorry to hear that. No, when something like that won't get started. Yeah, sometimes I think getting away before it gets too spicy is a good thing. Well, I appreciate you bringing your folks over here. Space Quest 3 and King's Quest 4 speedruns. Ooh. I have a pretty good idea of what a Space Quest 3 speedrun looks like. I have no idea, like, how long is a good King's Quest 4 speedrun? It's hard for me to even imagine what a speedrun there would look like in my head, but I just don't know King's Quest 4 as well as I know Space Quest. Okay, so we got the Hogfather doll, and now we want to go back to the palace. If you haven't been watching this Let's Play series, I've been relying heavily on a walkthrough. This game is... Ooh, man, it's esoteric, it's inscrutable at times, it is a challenge. 17 minutes on DOS Boss, that's fantastic. 17 minutes. Are there any good skips in King's Quest 4? Is it just a matter of you gotta do it and you gotta do it quick? Are there any places where you can kind of glitch around or skip content or anything like that?
Could I just ask? Go away! So which one of you has the ugly wife?
No, we're not falling for that again, you know.
Okay, last time I was able to get into a fight by saying one of them had an ugly wife.
Our friendship is based on deep mutual respect.
Yeah, the axe system, I guess, does make it difficult.
No.
Well, I'll just move along.
Okay, I need to see if I can fix this subtitle setting again that keeps resetting itself. Okay, let's see here. So I get to the palace, and then I'm going to ink blot them. We saw a psychiatrist earlier in the game and found ourselves an ink blot. So let's show them an ink blot.
Well, I suppose neither of you wants to see.
That's right.
Oh, wait a minute. See what?
Well, I just wondered what you gentlemen might make out of this.
It's a chocolate blancmange.
No.
Blancmange?
No, it's oddly familiar, though. Not a hippo, is it? No, not a hippo. A lard pudding?
Suet?
I know. It's your wife.
My wife is not fat.
Ah, beans. Well, in we go. Rather than regather the treasures you get for Lilette, you can leave everything in her castle. That's the big... Oh, interesting. I'm guessing speedrunners tend to do the SCI version of King's Quest 4 and not the AGI version. Switch.
Hey there, big boy.
What's this line in aid of?
Vending permits. You need one to sell wares in the city square.
Really?
Yep. So how'd a nice boy like you get into a mess like this?
I think I might just go stand over there for a while.
Oh, the hat suits you, dearie.
Dearie? Oh, dear.
So, where have you been all of my life, love?
Not born for most of it. Oh, gods.
Born for most of it. You know, I played AGI as a kid. My computer couldn't handle the SCI version. I think I only had 256K of RAM at the time, and I think the SCI version required 512, if I recall correctly. So AGI was like my version of King's Quest IV Forever, which is, it means it includes things like the King's Quest IV rap Easter egg, which is pretty fun. I didn't play the SCI version until like maybe a year and a half ago on stream.
Hello?
Bro, it's a visitor, isn't it, Chucky? A visitor, yes it is. Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky! Look here, Mr. Pencil Head says hello. Hello.
Chucky, Chucky.
He said hello to us, Chucky. Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky.
Sorry, the Chucky thing is so upsetting to me.
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Jerk percent where you eat the fruit, yes.
That doesn't work. Actually, if you're going to spend all day in a chair, I think you'd be better off opting for something with more lower back support. Just what I needed. 10 minutes in a room with a complete git.
Let's talk to this peasant.
Here?
That's the trouble with a feudal system, you see. Queuing means very little in the face of a stratified social structure. It's all a matter of social seniority.
Seniority?
Seniority?
Yeah, next time read the fine print of the social contract, that's what I say.
I see your point. Where's the thief?
I think he went to the Shades. It's a thief thing.
Hashtag, it's a thief thing. Hey, thanks, Nick. I appreciate it. Yeah, the fact that on their Pop Mart tour, you two had like a virtual cameo from Lara Croft every night is like a weird piece of history. But also, it's like Pop Mart was supposed to be them like satirizing and deconstructing like an overly commercialized society. So at some level, I'm guessing maybe, I guess it does, it's a double whammy. You know, you get to maybe poke fun at how, you know, Lara Croft is this overexposed commercial icon, while also having her, a very popular pop culture figure at the time, show up in your show. So you kind of get to have your cake and eat it too in that regard. Let's see here. So it says, look at the gold bells on the fool's cap. I don't think I can do that. Not letting me look at him per se. Well, there is nothing more baffling than Apple's decision to force a YouTube album onto everyone's iPod. Get wrecked, Jester.
The Chucky's dirty. Chucky, one bath! One bath!
Practical criticism always speaks more loudly than words.
All right.
Which is why this is no surprise.
The hedgehog couldn't be buggered, y'all.
Chucky power. Power of class. Chucky power. Chucky. I was born for world domination, Chucky. Now they'll have to laugh. Comedy will be compulsory. Spontaneous hilarity will be timetabled 3 times a day.
Makes sense.
Everyone will laugh until they drop. A golden age, Chucky. A golden age. Oh, Chucky. Chucky.
I'm sorry, the Chucky thing. Yeah, mandatory fun, like the Weird Al album.
That doesn't work.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. Let me... Yeah. AutoMod didn't want to let that through, but I say yes.
Oh, Chucky saw a wizard. Chucky.
Quiet! Shh!
Wizard alert!
Shut up! Look, will you just shut up?
Chucky sing! Chucky scream!
Great, Chucky.
I thought I saw a wizard's hat.
Quiet!
I did see a wizard's hat.
Okay. Alright. Well, this is certainly a scene that's happening. So we need to get this gold bell, I guess. He is one of the people who summoned the dragon. This is really upsetting, yeah. Chucky, Chucky, Chucky. The Chucky thing's been stuck in your head for decades now. Oh god, Kevin. I'm so sorry. So that horror movie Fool's Play. Okay, I don't know this at all. Oh, okay, wait, I'm sorry. Child's Play. Now I get it. It just took me a second, Quill. I'm with you now.
You still say my hat's bigger? Here. Why does he rate a golden bell?
Sweet. You know, well, that's right. I'm desensitized to them now. I can't even, like, notice a pun anymore. I've been inundated with puns. Okay, so now we want to go back into L space and go to the Shades. That's the thievery side of town, I take it. So let's go to L space. We'll travel through time with the power of books and learning. I assume L space stands for learning. Like a learning annex. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. So glad you could join me. Just a sec. Alright. Let's go here. To the university. Oh man, I'm very excited. I don't know how many of you saw, but today, Fortnite released a Futurama update that has Bender, Fry, and Leela skins, and they look fantastic. I'm still playing Fortnite in a type of secret shame, but boy, it's made my day getting to play Fortnite as Leela today. All right. Shades is my favorite member of the Oneaters. I think I said that joke last week, but nobody laughed, so I'm just busting it out again. I really like this. Rincewind nervously crosses L space. Hey, thank you, Nick. You know that's the validation I crave. Shades. I love that movie too. Love it. Like, unabashedly love it. Far too often in our family, either my wife Courtney or I will make a reference to Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters, which is maybe my favorite line in any movie. Wait. A bit for a bit. Uh-oh. Jakobine has a redemption. We've got an appearance of Dr. Zoidberg in Harry Potter in the world of wizarding, famously created by no one, just sprung into existence from the ether. That series of books. We'll plug this into artificial intelligence. This is artificial intelligence. This is where we ask the Midjourney AI bot to generate some fine art, and by fine here we mean just good enough, using this prompt provided here by Jakobine, Dr. Zoidberg in Harry Potter. Now I'm curious if we'll have any idea what Dr. Zoidberg is without any further prompting. I'd like to see what happens here. I feel like, honestly, Dr. Zoidberg could pretty convincingly deliver most of the jokes that I'm putting out there on these streams. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, guys, we accidentally did Cthulhu. I'm just going to tell you when you see this in a few minutes.
Cinnamon Cross Touch!
Cinnamon Cross Touch. I'm sorry, I love it still. When you see this in a few minutes, get ready to get Cthulhu. I'm sorry. You wanted Dr. Zoidberg. I'm afraid you got something much more sinister. That's why I call that cereal now. No, Nick, that is the correct answer. Everyone should just call it Cinnamon Cross Touch, just like my mother-in-law does. That's the thing. Now our whole family says it. Like my daughter says it jokingly. It's like, it's a better name. And after a while, it just starts to sound like a normal name for something. Okay, so everyone brace yourselves. The redemption here was Dr. Zoidberg in Harry Potter. And we asked Midjourney to generate this, and what it gave us was an unspeakable horror from beyond time and space. I mean, basically, it's just a mind flayer from D&D now that I think about it. I mean, honestly, I think it kind of got the assignment. I mean, if you wanted like a Wizarding World Dr. Zoidberg, that's not a bad take on it. All of those kind of work, I guess. I mean, they're all upsetting. I don't know what more I could have asked for. I think Midjourney kind of nailed it on this one. It looks like Hogwarts. It looks like a professor at Hogwarts. It looks like maybe a horrific real-life version of a Zoidberg creature. I'm going to declare this one a big win for artificial intelligence. Good job, artificial intelligence. Bottom right has the right vibe. I like top right, kind of. I like that he's in, like, you know, the academic regalia. In that one, his tentacles give me almost a beard sort of vibe, which I like. None of them look quite frustrated enough. Okay, fair enough, eloquent Doc. All of them look like they're a little too competent, too. Like, you can imagine these people knowing things. Upper left just looks like a straight-up D&D creature to me. Like, I'm getting very little there in terms of, you know, I have a class to teach at 11:50. You'll have to excuse me. But all the others, yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with this. That's a good redemption. Good job, Midjourney. Keep up the good work. All right, let's see here. Here we are in the shades, and it is not what I would call a visually exciting locale. But let's see what we can do here. Shades. Shades. All right, so it says, walk to the right twice. You walk to the right twice. Cinnamon Cross Touch. It's like Disney's Haunted Mansion. It's a cat house. It's a lady of negotiable affection.
Ah, yes. Now, don't tell me. She must be some sort of colourful local hostess. Eep! All right, 2 colourful local hostesses. Eep! I was told this might be Big Sally's
Keep up the
address.
bid work, Journey.
Can't imagine why that'd interest you, big boy. Big boy. Oh, sorry, I should have laughed.
Well, why?
Well, you are wearing a dress.
Look, it's not a dress, it's a wizard's robe.
It looks like a dress.
But it isn't. It's the costume of a very ancient and revered order of aesthetes.
You run a lot, do you?
You'd be amazed.
Mind you, that's not surprising, going round this town wearing a dress.
Madam, I don't like your inference. As a wizard, I am chaste.
Walking round in a dress, I'm not surprised. If I was you, I'd hate to be caught.
Can you at least tell me where to find Big Sally?
Oh, sure, big boy. Big boy, cracks me up.
Well,
Well, what?
where is she?
Oh, and Big Sally. You should have said.
I've been told
Okay.
to come and ask you for one of your specials.
A special.
Yeah, that's right. And don't think I'm looking forward to it.
All right, you go and get the milk, the egg and the flour, and I'll go and look for a really big bowl.
Why is it I
No.
feel somewhat puzzled about that reply?
All right.
What's this then? Isn't that nice?
Let's see.
Red. A red light. I wonder if it's to keep the moths away.
Red light. Okay. That's not a bad gag. Let's see. So I think I have cornflower. Here you go. Take this. Ooh, hubba hubba. I'm sorry. Hubba hubba. I mispronounced that the first time. Hubba hubba. First, you have that mixing bowl. We'll just take our goose stabber and jab it into this coconut. Now we have coconut milk. Here you go. Oh, wow.
Good grief!
Good gravy.
I don't know about this. What is that? My word.
It's a bowl of custard. Didn't you like it?
A bowl of custard? That's your special, making custard?
Why not? I can't imagine what assumptions you've been making. I'm a woman of many parts. My old granny used to say that good kissing only lasts 5 minutes, but good cookery lasts for years. Many's the man who slips in here for a bowl of custard he can't get at home. Will you stop smirking like that?
Hey, it's great.
Didn't we just put a bowl of custard down a toilet in the last
now
act?
I'm going to have a bath. It's messy work making good custard.
The best thing about being a wizard
voice
is
is
that you're
fantastic.
not allowed any, but you can have as much custard as you like.
That's all right. Sweet. Are we carrying around 2 different pairs of bloomers now? Bloomers? Bloomers. Great. Carry out some pink and some yellow bloomers. All right, and I think that's all we need to do here. Haven't heard about. Yeah, we're missing the donkey carts. Need to turn that into, if not a sticker, at least a a button on my sound bar.
Hey, Daddy.
Make a custard. The Rincewind. The Rincinator. Rinse and repeat. Making custard. Rincerino. I've probably told the story before about the time I went to Las Vegas and I was dragged into, like, I was in one of the casinos and I was dragged in. I can't remember which network it was, maybe ABC. I think it was ABC, who wanted me to watch a pilot that they had planned for the upcoming television series as part of a focus group, and they wanted my feedback on it. And it was the premiere of Rob Schneider's sitcom, short-lived sitcom, Rob, with an exclamation point. And it was one of the most awful things I've ever seen in my life. Boy, did I tell them as much in the comment cards. And you know what? Still made it to air. It was robbed. That's right. Yeah, as I was doing the copy guy a moment ago. Shout out to Rob Schneider, who made a terrible television series. Like, the premise was he had married, I believe it was a Mexican-American woman, who brought her whole family now to live with him. And it's sort of a fish out of water where he's constantly, like, making little faux pas around her family and all that sort of stuff. And like the inciting action in the pilot was he ended up in a compromising situation that caused the entire family to think that he had slept with his wife's grandmother. And he like has to spend the entire episode convincing everyone, no, in fact, that did not happen. And it was about as funny as you can imagine that being. I mean, you heard it just now, and I bet you're laughing. Imagine me having to sit through 22 minutes of that. I mean, I sharpened my knives the whole time till I was just out there. Come on, what do you got? When do I get the comment card? Give it to me. I was so excited to dunk on that show. What's funny was all I knew about focus groups, I learned from like episodes of The Simpsons that featured focus groups here and there. And it was exactly like one of those in every way. All right, let's show this street starfish her bloomers to prove to him that we're a man.
I'm alive. Now what's this handshake then?
It's easy. You do this, then this, then this. Just practice on those three old codgers over there.
Okay. Oh wow, we're doing the handshake. What is even happening? I hate that one codger's still dead. Okay. Oops. Oh, now I have a bra. Sweet. We're carrying around lots of underwear at this point. Is there more walking in this direction? I think it says I should be looking for a mason. Mason. Let's see. Head to the far right and down to find a hovel. Wait, no. Oh, wait, no, I go back to the shades. Again, I feel like this game would be impassable for me without a walkthrough. The story mostly makes sense. How we're getting from point A to point B, it's a mystery to me. Yes, Rob stylized with, yes, both of the exclamation points. I actually don't know the term for the first exclamation point there. I took French all the way through school.
Nice trowel.
Nice trowel.
What trowel? I don't own any trowels.
Yes, you do. You were using one just then.
Liar.
Mon
I
Dieu.
saw you.
Look, if I
Hey,
had a
Dr.
trowel,
Mario.
which is not to in any way imply that I actually do, it would be a tool of trade now, wouldn't it? I couldn't just let anybody mess around with it.
What if that someone weren't just anybody, but someone pretty special in an unusual or useful kind of way?
What? Like a colleague?
Oh, actually, I was thinking of a wizard.
Really? Well, it would still have to be a pretty special kind of wizard.
Well, I'm a pretty special kind of wizard, it just
Is
so
there much
happens.
call for it round here then?
Eh?
Walls.
There's a fair few of them about. You'd be surprised.
Is it a worthwhile job?
Well, yes. If there was more pay and less breeze.
Breeze?
Right up the old dairy air, friend. Me draws have worn through.
You need
Well,
the
that's
belt.
got nothing to do with being a poorly paid mason, has it?
If the pay was better, I could afford new underwear.
Give us the trowel then!
No.
Don't get horribly burned to death by any monsters or anything.
Okay, so let's see here. Oh, wow. They haven't asked Jess anything coming up. What's a novelty flavored food you end up enjoying? The jalapeno M&Ms were pretty good, I thought. Oh, man, what is a weird... I mean, I mentioned last week I tried the Minecraft Pringles Suspicious Stew, and they were really good. I highly recommend those. I am a sucker for any kind. Thank you, Kevin. Any kind of novelty flavored food. Like my favorite usually is any kind of like limited time soda. Like Pepsi had, I think it was called Pepsi Jazz for a little while. That was like a cinnamon Pepsi that I remember really enjoying. Pepsi Jazz, you know. Let's see. Lay's, I think it was a few years ago, had a corned beef Reuben flavored potato chip that I kind of loved. Sorry, you telling me that Pepsi Jazz didn't exist? I'm Googling it to make sure I didn't imagine this. It does sound like maybe I was just having like a brief like Mitch McConnell moment there. Pepsi Jazz. Diet Pepsi Jazz was an American brand of soda introduced in 2006, combining several flavors. Okay, it looks like it had... Let's see here. Black cherry and French vanilla. I would have sworn it was... Like, to me, it tasted a little hot. Diet Pepsi Jazz. It's real! It's a real thing. Red Fusion was your favorite Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever had a Dr. Pepper variant that I liked better than Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper are my soda of choice. Well, let me walk that back. I prefer Mr. Pibb over Dr. Pepper. That's a hot take. I know that nobody wants to hear that. But it's simply true. Okay, there was another Pepsi. Forget this game. Now we're on the variations of Pepsi. There was another one that was out for a little while that tasted like Skittle Pepsi that was really something else. Let's see if I can... it was Pepsi Summer Mix 2007. Oh, nope, you know what I'm thinking of? It wasn't Pepsi Jazz. It was Pepsi Holiday Spice I'm thinking of. Pepsi Holiday Spice from 2004. Pepsi with a cinnamon finish, somewhat similar to the Swedish Julmust. You know, if you've had a Swedish Julmust, it's a lot like that. That was Pepsi Holiday Spice. That's the one I love. There it is. And then Pepsi Summer Mix, Pepsi with tropical fruit flavoring, was the one that... No, it wasn't Skittles, it was Starburst. Tastes like someone just chewed up a bunch of Starburst and dropped them in Pepsi. The Star Wars version isn't even called Jazz. Yeah, they can't even sell that in the U.S. Alright, let's get back to work here. Good Lord. Let's do our secret handshake.
Hey, just what I wanted.
Well, these people are just happy to part with their quest items, aren't they?
That doesn't work.
Last taste of Diet Pepsi causes an allergic reaction will nearly kill me. Like a legit allergic reaction, or just you hate it terribly? Like, what's in Diet Pepsi that isn't in other diet drinks? This is now fascinating to me. I mean, like, my wife is allergic to Quiznos. Like, literally just walking into a Quiznos causes her eyes to swell shut for some reason. It's a good thing there aren't many Quiznos around anymore. I mean, I could ask to quit going, but man, I love my Quiznos. So, you know, I just ask her to power through. Mouth and tongue swell. Oh my gosh. That is wild, Seabed. I would love to know what that could be in Pepsi that is not triggered when you're... Oh man, that's fascinating. Okay, so let's see here. I'm not supposed to give that guy my belt? I guess not. Head to the far right and down to find a hovel. We're gonna find a hovel. Okay, basil. You know, my wife loves basil, but I think it's maybe something about the way it's aerosolized in a Quiznos because they're baking their bread and baking the basil in it. The secret ingredient is histamine. Yeah, you need some sort of counter histamine to deal with that. If histamine's the problem, you need a counter histamine.
That doesn't work.
An inverso histamine. There you go. What a jork. What an absolute jork that person who shoved me off the ladder was. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now things are going to start really making sense. We're going to take that bra we just picked up. We're going to attach it to the ladder.
That doesn't work.
Well, maybe we are. Then we're going to pick up the ladder first. Then go in here. Now we have a classic bra ladder. Or ladder bra. Wait now, Grayson. Grayson, I feel like you're just yanking my chain here. And I don't know if this is because you didn't get this out of your system last night because Adventure Tuesday was canceled or what. But, Grayson, you're telling me that an allergic reaction to Pepsi might be because it includes wasp venom? Diet Pepsi includes wasp venom? That's true. Now, I have heard that wasps contain wasp venom. Totally see bra ladder coming. Here's Slash. Well, you know, this is sort of like an homage to Animal House, right? John Belushi's up on the ladder. He's peeking in the sorority house. One of the women is removing her bra, and then it cuts away if you're watching the edited for television version. This is just combining the bra and the ladder into a single item here for the sake of saving disk space, you know. Man, if Dr. Pepper's secret flavor's battery acid, sign me up for battery acid. All day, every day. Thank you. Oh. I haven't looked at a walkthrough, but I'm very confident on this one. Okay. Now, let's see. I've gotten him back over. Now I can just grab it? Sure, why not? Toga, toga, toga. Oh, man. I was going through some old stuff my parents brought up from home recently, like a box of just stuff from my childhood. And in addition to an essay where I wrote about how I wanted to grow up and be a video game designer and work at Sierra Online, again, I can't stress from what a young age I was absolutely nerded out beyond all control. But I also found an unfortunate picture of me wearing a toga circa like 5th or 6th grade for a report. And boy, I should not have gone to school wearing a toga. Looking back, it was not a great look for me. It was one of those like retroactively cringe moments where I just wished I could travel back in time and tell Jess, don't wear the toga to school. Don't do it, young Jess. Well, ding dang it. I want you to leave the scene, Rincey. That's true. There would be an alternate timeline of me wishing I had worn the toga. I might be full of regrets. Let's see here. Where do I need to go now? To the alley, which is a different place, I believe, than the street. Find this Kate and Alley. Anyone here a big fan of the show Kate and Alley? Okay, so it wants me to leap up to the top with the Hogfather doll in my inventory. So this is some of that fun inventory management that for some reason is part of the game.
That doesn't work.
Oh my lord. Okay, so let's go to Rincewind. No, no, no.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Wait, there we go. It is. So yeah, there are all kinds of upsetting things in this inventory at this point. The weirdest thing for me is the fact that this is a resizable window. What a weird UI element to include in a game like this. Like, it probably wasn't easy to do. But this one is not resizable. Your tiny little Rincewind inventory. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. It exists for a narratological reason, right? We have a good reason for Rincewind to be walking around with a storage unit following him, because it's in the novel, right? So I guess you might as well make it part of the game, too. What is that, diegetic? Is that what the word is for that sort of thing?
Good morning, Jimmy. Fine day for it.
For what?
Or for whatever innocent folk like we can find to do up here on the rooftops.
Have you ever fallen down?
Oh, yes. Tons of times.
Well, if you don't want a repeat performance, try shutting up.
The
Wow.
day is coming when people like you have to look up to folk like me.
Probably easiest from the ground, then.
What?
Looking up at you, I mean. Probably easiest when done from the ground. Actually, I think I might just get in as little looking up at you right now, in fact. I'll just go down to street level in a quiet, orderly fashion, then, shall I?
You have to use all that crap. Probably, I'm not sure, but probably yes. I don't know if it has been eliminating objects after we used them. A lot of them keep coming back to this. Hey! Oh wow, we just smoked up another building. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Let me give a shout out here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid, Seth Aurelius. Let me make sure I can spell this right as I'm shouting it out. I might just call you the Arbiter. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Raiders, if this is your first time here, I'm Jess, Decaf Jedi. Every Wednesday night, I stream retro adventure games. Tonight, it is the 1995 point-and-click adventure game, Discworld. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Dark Wolfsbane. Welcome in, Melee Brawler. How's everybody doing? Arbiter, what were you streaming? Oh, it looks like, I guess I already know the answer to this with a shout out. Dragon Quest IX, how is that going? The Dragon Quest series is completely outside of my field of knowledge, but I'm always curious to hear about it. I know lots of people love the series. So, how was your stream? Welcome in, and thank you again for the raid. Should probably save this game. Let's see. So now I need to head down the street using the left window and enter the shop. Egg in the fireplace. Okay, here we go. Dragon Quest IX is so good. Let me ask a stupid question. Is Dragon Quest in any way related to Dragon Warrior? Is that like a localization choice, or am I thinking of two completely different franchises? Franchises. French cheeses. Dragon Warrior is Dragon Quest. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Okay. That makes me feel better. Then I may have played Dragon Warrior on NES at some point. Is that something that was possible I could have done? Was that a thing?
That doesn't work.
Ah, there you go. So maybe I have played Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest. Was it a game where I fought a lot of slimes at some point? Does that sound right?
That doesn't work. The world just swims with possibilities.
Okay, so I'm in this. Okay, there's the fireplace. So let's see, we're going to take this keg. It looks explosive. Explosive.
Light.
Oh, no thanks, I've already got one.
This all takes some effort, you know. I'm putting myself out just for you, when there are thousands of other things I could be doing.
What's Death doing
Do I
here?
see any gratitude? I don't think so.
Just stop following me, will you?
I don't think so.
I'm working my fingers to the bone.
Okay. Keg of gunpowder. Now I have some string, which will definitely work as a fuse. That's just how string is. What in the world is he doing? Okay, let's go outside here. Walk out the door. Okay. Kaboom! So we can get kaboom going. I didn't know they gave it away with Nintendo Power either. First enemies was blue and red slime. Okay. Matches. How's it say to do this? Let's see. Attach the string to make a fuse, go outside and use the match. Okay, here we go.
This leads...
Oh wait, there it is. Haha. Just some classic adventure game protagonist mayhem. Or mayhem, as I like to call it. Oh no. Guess I murdered that guy. Sweet, so I got his golden chimney brush. Did I just get it? I guess I did. Wow, we've really got a lot of good golden stuff. We've got brush, we've got tooth, we've got trowel. Man, look at this. We're just cleaning up.
Absolutely no desire to talk to that person at this time.
I've been feeling that lately too. Okay. So I think we're ready to go back to the dragon. Oh my gosh. Let's go to the barn. We have recovered all the items of power. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? No. Pardon me. One more and I'll be a real sneasel weasel. Come here, luggage. Well, I bet this luggage was a lot of work to program, don't you? Seabed, you tried playing this on the PlayStation 1. How does it play on the PlayStation 1? Like, I think this is within the capabilities of the PlayStation 1. This is a great question, Grayson. In our family, here in the Decaf Jedi household, the official rule is that once you have sneezed 3 times in quick succession, you are now a Sneasel Weasel. And anyone is welcome to call you by the name Sneasel Weasel at that point. It takes 3.
You're doing quite well for a soft skin.
Thanks. Well, back to work.
3 sneezes, and now you're a Sneasel Weasel.
Excellent. You're doing quite well for a soft skin.
Thanks. Well, back to work.
It's nice this dragon to notice my soft skin.
Excellent. You're doing quite well for a soft skin.
Thanks. Well, back to work.
Here's a 2. Gross, right?
You're doing quite well for a soft skin.
Thanks. Well, back to work.
I feel pretty strongly that 2 times in a row is like a normal, like, sneezing pattern. If you've crossed over into 3, I think note needs to be taken. And a great way to take note of something like that is with the label Sneasel Weasel.
Excellent. You're doing quite well for a soft skin.
Thanks. Well, back to work.
Isn't that all the items? Oh wait, gesture cap. Oh wow, a new Simon the Sorcerer. I didn't realize that. That's interesting. Yeah, I've never played Simon the Sorcerer. I'll be honest, in my head, I've mentioned this before during these streams, keeping the Discworld games, Simon the Sorcerer, and the Ernie Eaglebeak Spellcasting 101 series all straight in my head is pretty difficult. Like, nerdy wizard adventure game all just blends into kind of like one game in my head.
Ah, now I have them. Finally, I am free.
Good. Well, you'll be off now, I suppose. You know, back home to the old...
Oh, throw Tyrande in there.
Home comforts, put your tail up and relax.
Never. Now it is time to wreak my revenge upon this miserable world.
Oh, no.
First, I shall deal with the members of the Brotherhood, and then I shall come back for you.
Oh, beans.
But I wasn't even a part of
This
it.
dragon
You
betrayed
were
us.
there.
Yes, but...
Don't make any plans for the evening.
Ha ha ha. Alright. Well, here we go. The PS1 version made you maneuver a cursor in the inventory. Ooh. Oh man, that's rough. When you have to drag a cursor around with a controller, it's never much fun. I'm thinking if I ever get around to streaming Discworld Noir, I may go with the PlayStation version of that, though. Just hearing horror stories about how difficult it is to get any other version of the game running. Well, I guess there's only the PC version, the Windows version. I'm wondering if the PlayStation will be a little easier. Hey,
Thanks for
Nanyog.
selling your wares. I mean, your produce.
Times are not so great, though. The bottom has fallen out of the magic balm and lotion market. Everybody wants those new age fangled thingamies, you know, crystals and the like. I don't know what's happened to the world. Where have all the old values gone?
Where have all the cowboys gone? That's what me and Kala Cole want to know.
How's the cutest witch in town today?
Go on, you're pulling my leg, love, so you are.
How could you tell?
Then again, there's no harm in hoping, is there? Ooh, give us a kiss, love. Just a little one.
Eek! Oh!
Eek!
No,
Oh!
thanks, I'll pass. So, you finally got your vending permit?
Sure did, dearie. Wound that old patrician round my little what's-her-name, so I did.
What interesting and magical items do you have for the weary adventurer?
Well, how about this magic carpet? Low mileage, only one owner. A little old lady who took it out once a week for a spin to the market. Look at that decor, all the trimmings.
More like
Is that
all
the
the
sport
frames
package?
by the look of it.
Come on now, sweetie, do you want it or not?
Well, okay then.
Sweet. Like a magic carpet, I suppose. It's like King's Quest 2 all of a sudden. It's the witch version of Tiny's spaceship. Yes, absolutely. Okay, let's see here. So, oh, there's a custard book over here somewhere. Oh, wait.
How much do you want for your love potion custard recipe book?
Sorry, love, I could never part with that. It's my precious, so it is.
Hey, precious.
How's the cutest witch in town today?
Go on, you're pulling my leg, love, so you are.
How could you tell?
Then again, there's no harm in hoping, is there? Ooh, give us a kiss, love. Just a little one.
Eek. Oh, no thanks, I'll pass.
Okay, so I think I'm supposed to grab that while she's making kissing moves. But it's kind of a hard hot spot to hit. It's like right in there. Okay.
How's the cute...
Go on.
How could you...
Then again, ooh, give...
Eek. Oh, no.
Well, there you have it. Boy, I feel like I could, without a walkthrough, I felt like just no chance. There's no chance I'm going to pick up. I don't know that I would know I would need a custard book. I don't know if I would see that hot spot back there. I don't know if I would realize that I had control long enough to grab it while she was busy making kissy face at me. Just all of that. All of that. Okay, wow. Uh-oh, we have a game-breaking bug coming up. We have a possible kill screen coming up.
Look, is he all right? He's got a...
Jack,
I'm sure. Look,
You know, one of my favorite things to do in my spare time, as a lot of y'all know, is dig through vintage gaming magazines. And I found one a few months ago that just had the best Billy Mitchell story ever. You all know Billy Mitchell, video game legend, co-star of King of Kong, one-time record holder for Donkey Kong, played a perfect game of Pac-Man, revealed as a giant cheater in more recent years. But in one of these magazines, there was an interview with Billy Mitchell, and he's like talking about what inspired him to start playing video games in the first place. And his answer was, I went to high school with this kid who got just bullied all the time. Like, everyone beat him up. And he was really into Donkey Kong and video games in general. So Billy Mitchell was like, I couldn't let this kid, the most bullied kid in my school, be better than me at video games. So I started practicing harder so I could beat him and eventually beat everyone. But isn't that amazing? Like, this poor kid who he identifies as the most bullied kid in his school has one thing going for him. He's pretty good at video games. And Billy Mitchell's like, I'm going to take that from him. Billy really is one of a kind. Yeah, it is Psygnosis. I guess that's how you pronounce that. I've never... Psygnosis, yeah, who made this one, Dexter. Billy's one of a kind. Yeah, he occasionally streams, and his streams are really something else. I encourage everyone to tune in sometime. Okay, so we're going to save our game first, apparently. Ah, Psygnosis is the publisher. Okay. Say what you will about Billy Mitchell, but man makes a good hot sauce. Okay, so let's see here. What do I have to do now that I'm in the past? Okay, get the dragon book and use it on the custard book to swap their covers. Quickly put the custard back in the empty place before the thief arrives. So, okay, we're stopping the summoning of the dragon in the first place. Where's the dragon book? I think I just messed it up. Okay, custard book.
That doesn't work. Recogli Mintos never...
Okay, so I've done that. If you're successful, you'll reach the next act. Okay, here goes. So I think I didn't do things in the right order.
The way into...
Okay. Oh wait, no, I'm doing it wrong. I see what I'm doing wrong. I need to get them both in my inventory at the same time. Then switch the covers. But I didn't do it in time. Okay, now I know what to do. Now I know what to do. Oh, I tried Billy's hot sauce just confirmed it tastes like ass. Yeah. No, I mean, you don't hear anybody bragging about his hot sauce other than him. I'm just saying. It never shows up on hot ones. Well, that'd be great if it showed up on hot ones. Okay.
That doesn't work.
Everybody wants your input. Did I get it in time? Or is it still in my inventory? Let's see. I'll try it again here.
That's where the dragon summoning book used to live. Oh, let's not be silly.
So is this actually the custard book, or is it the...
That's 2 no trumps.
What happened?
Fish. Famine. Have you got, 9?
Well, I accuse Colonel Horseradish in the library with a lead pipe.
Are you sure we're all playing the same?
Oh no, I destroyed the future?
Damn. I've forgotten what I was going to say now. That little idiot over there's ruined my concentration. War, is he one of yours?
Him? No, that's one of Death's. You shouldn't let them run around loose like that, Death. They could breed, and then you'll never get rid of them. Want me to kill him for you?
No point, really.
Death? Have you got Mr. Bun the baker?
Not until his oven explodes next week. Oh, I see what you mean.
Okay, so...
That doesn't work.
Did it work? Okay, I think we did it. That's pretty great. I like the, you broke the future.
Hist! Hail, brother door opener.
Doorkeeper!
Opener, keeper, what's it matter?
Well, I don't have to open it to just anybody who turns up. You could be a spy.
A spy?
Well, it's a possibility. You could be a very clever spy wearing a very effective disguise.
Open the blasted door.
What's the password?
All right. Lean closer. It's... spoons.
This has all happened before.
Right?
No.
What?
You didn't say Simon Says.
Open the door or I'll kill you.
Ah, the other password.
Hail, brothers!
Hail! Hail!
Hail!
Hail!
Yay, right!
Hail?
Hail!
Once again, we elucidated brethren of the sword are met. Once again, we shall weave the webs of power. For we know now that it is our destiny to rule this
Chucky.
city. Ooh, Chucky, 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 Chucky! Hail! Yes. Once I thought it was my destiny to build a papier-mâché dinosaur in my
Papier-mâché.
and I thought it was my destiny to win the men's overland saxophone championships. But now, I finally know that it is my destiny to rule Ankh-Morpork. Here, what about us then? A marine company with these, my loyal comrades. A new age shall dawn, my friends. Hail!
Hail!
An age of power.
An age of
majesty.
custard?
Hail!
An age of freedom, without indoor plumbing and the job losses it entails.
Hail!
A world where a man can carry out his legitimate wealth redistribution business without worrying
Hey,
about
Gamer Mark,
taxes.
good to see you.
Hail!
Where cheap
Our
replastering
worlds are
will be
so disc
outlawed
right
in
now.
favor of major structural reinforcement.
Yay! A place where low mackerel sales will be a thing of the past.
And compulsory smoke-flu cleanliness will be rigorously enforced. Hail! Brother Brigwit, Brother Brew.
It's hard to believe we've seen this scene before and they're making us go through the whole thing again.
For the spell of power, I'm gonna bring out the
Gregory.
components of the potion. Brother like
Sounds like the guy from Black Adder.
Brother Chuck.
I'm not sure. Possibly there are a lot of famous
For the
British
dark
actors in
spirits
this.
Of the universe. With this bowl, we do consecrate
And so forth.
Except now, these
Eggs.
eggs, and this measure of corn flour. Are you sure? As we consign the potion to the flames, boil and burn, blaze and bubble.
Wait. It says here to simmer at low temperature for 15 minutes.
Good grief! What the hell's going on? What exactly are we making?
Oh no, custard.
Have I ever told you how attractive I find you? Oh, Chucky, Chucky!
Love custard. Love custard. We just beat feet back to the palace.
I have triumphed. Goodness overcomes evil once again. The land is liberated. The serpent is gone. The dragon is dead. The dragon is dead. I killed him. Me. I shall
Eric
humbly
Idle's
submit
performance here is very
whatever
good.
fabulous rewards you feel I deserve.
Dragon? Don't be ridiculous. Dragons don't exist.
What?
Quite so.
What?
And since no one believes in them, we can hardly reward
Hey,
you
Snowy
for
P.
disposing of one. Next.
Hey, here, wait a minute. I slew a dragon. A real, bona fide, verifiable dragon.
They don't exist.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
No,
they do.
don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Do, and do.
No, they don't.
It's quite a
They do.
cutscene.
They exist if you believe in them.
Ah, but no one believes in them.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Excuse me. Thank you so very, very much. They do.
No, they don't.
They do. Dragons, you know, huge, vile, evil, stenchful, slavering.
You mean slobbering? Yeah, honestly, yeah, the audio quality is better than you would expect from 1995. And yeah, the performances are top notch. Ah, Beans, it's a dragon. Ah, Beans.
Well, when I say believe, of course I meant had heard rumours, unsubstantiated.
Yes, well, now I'm back. There's a few matters to attend to.
Ah, sorry about the slavery thing. A bit uncalled for, really.
Yes,
The
I'll
panning.
deal with you later.
Bruh.
You summoned it. You get rid of it.
Well, here we go again.
Ho-ho, we made it to Act 3? Yeah, you know, Super Gamer Mark, I have been wondering this exact same thing myself. To my untrained
Law
American
gods,
ear,
custodians of the law of God.
that only
What do you
hears,
think makes a hero?
like, what an
A
Appalachian
true hero
ear
doesn't
can hear.
know he's a hero, does he?
Eric Idle
I mean,
sounds a
it's all-
lot like John Oliver to me,
Well,
which makes me wonder
to
if
be
they're from a
relative,
similar
it's like
part of the
maybe
UK. They're
you ought
both
to
from
get a
Detroit,
relative to
that's
fight
what
the
it
dragon.
is.
Oh, that's clever. I wish I'd thought of that.
You've got to be.
I've
at least
wanted to say that a
corporate
few
have
times, I was like,
practical
no,
ideas
maybe
like that.
I'm just
Good grief,
imagining it.
All I want to know is,
Have you got spare relatives, sir?
well, I have an aunt.
There you are then. Case closed.
She's nearly 80.
Better than wasting a younger person then.
Yeah, because the dragon will eat anyone.
Right.
Right.
Look, we're getting sidetracked. How can I tell if someone's a proper hero?
Well, a hero always knows what to do next.
Does she?
Huh?
His aunt.
His aunt's gonna fight the dragon.
Let's hear it for a brave old lady.
Shut up about my aunt. My aunt's not fighting the dragon. I need a proper hero.
You said your aunt was a hero. Didn't he say that? Corporal Nobbs, he said his aunt was a hero.
I heard him.
Oh, I'd be proud of her if I was him.
Look, let's not start that again. How do you actually recognize a hero?
They've got a birthmark. Means they're a king or wasn't he?
Maybe
All
it's
heroes
tone, maybe it's
do.
not
That's
accent at
what
all.
makes 'em
Who
heroes.
knows?
Has your aunt got one? Have you ever asked? How often do you write to her these days?
What do you brave soldiers know about dragon slaying? I mean, what kind of chance would someone like me have against a dragon?
Listen, mate.
How many
the
spell
odds of
slots
killing
do
a
you have?
dragon must be 1,000,000 to 1. You'd have to be a hero.
So what are the odds of someone like me finding everything a hero has to have?
What?
You're not on fire like
the
a
odds
hero.
of you finding all that stuff would be...
1,000,000 to 1?
Yeah, that's it.
What in the world am I seeing?
So tell me, what would be the odds of me slaying a dragon if I had a birthmark, and if I recited a magic spell, and if I was wearing a black mask?
Tricky. Very tricky.
What?
I reckon that would be 375,000 to 1.
Gotta make a hero with a 1,000,000 to 1 chance. Yeah, that interface was just sort of strange.
So tell me, what would be the odds of me slaying a dragon if I was wearing a black mask?
After taking into account the expected number of butterflies flapping their wings at the time, I'd say it's 100,000 to 1.
Look, I haven't done anything. Will you stop trying to arrest me?
You haven't done anything?
No,
Nothing at all?
absolutely not.
Right, that's vagrancy, that is. Under Article 7, subparagraphs 3 and 4,
That's a good
I must
joke.
ask you to accompany me down to the watch house.
And then what?
Yeah, well, the book didn't quite go into punishment, only arrest.
So, is this the watch house?
Yes.
Right, well, then I'll accompany you there. Is that all right?
Yes, I suppose so.
Well, I've certainly been taught a lesson.
Okay, well, I guess we're getting all the stuff we need to look like a
Well, I'll
hero.
just move along then, shall I? Fine.
And I can't talk to this guy. Okay, well, there you have it. Does it give any kind of hint, like what those items should be? Or do you just have to, like, divine what a hero needs?
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I need to ask around. Yeah, that makes sense. Ah. Good job.
I think this one leads to the Arch-Chancellor.
Wrong. Does he guess where the doors go
I
incorrectly?
think this one leads to the Arch-Chancellor.
That's funny. Assuming that's not just an error, that's pretty great. Okay, I got a packet. Can't wait to see what's in that. Let's see. Packet of starch. Then we're gonna go to the kitchen.
That doesn't work. Well now, this door's all sticky. Why does it smell of fruit?
Free spatula. Spatula City. Lamp sat alone in a darkened sconce. Okay, that was really funny, Kevin. And it's upsetting to me that I immediately knew what that was supposed to be. Oh, man. That's next level. Free hat.
This hat is certainly more impressive than mine. Hey, there's something inside.
Ooh, a rabbit. That's fantastic. Thank you, Kevin. I should probably save this now that we're in Act 3. Okay, that's wild that the game doesn't pause while you're doing save game stuff. Okay, so we're going to go to the hideout, the honeycomb hideout, where I can wild out. Hideout. Hey, we've seen this place before.
Hello?
Hail!
Yes,
Hail.
hail, brother doorkeeper.
Right, give me the password and I'll let you in.
Oh, all right. Let's see now. It's blah, 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 spoons, blah, 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 swordfish, blah, blah, blah. Right?
No,
Hey,
you didn't say Simon Says.
Simon Says.
Okay, welcome, O fellow brother of the elucidated brethren of the sword.
Oh, wow. Yeah, free custard. Look at that. I'd kill for a custard right now. What I wouldn't do for a custard. Okay, so now we're going to need to go to the shades. And look at a mural. To the shades! To the shades, as it's actually pronounced. What adventure game has the most inventory items ever? Oh man, that's a great question.
That doesn't work.
What would you do for a custard? Oh, this is a great question. You know, it depends on the custard. Like, there's not much I wouldn't do for a flan. Is a flan a custard, or is a flan just a flan? It's so strange to me to think what a custard might be. Like, when I was growing up, we made, like, in our family, a custard that was used for pouring, like, over birthday cakes. That was almost like a eggnog without any kind of nutmeg or anything in it. I don't think that's what anyone else calls custard. Probably like a lemon custard. You know, I would probably... if I was sure I wouldn't get caught, I'd punch a man for a lemon custard. But only if I was sure I wouldn't get caught. What in the world did I just do? It's soot. I got some soot. Alright. Well, there you go. This is so weird. Is a cheesecake basically a custard? I feel like custard is eggier in my mind, like sweetened milk, cheese, cream, cooked with egg or egg yolk to thicken it. Hey, thank you, Curacolache. There we go. Hey, I'm back. Weird. So my entire computer just crashed, and it was a mystery to me because weirdly the music kept playing long after the rest of the system had shut down, which seems like an improbability. But here we are. Yes, that's right, Steve. First Mitch, and now this. But I think I'm live again, right? Like theoretically, everyone's seeing me now. I think everything's working. Oh my goodness, that was weird. And who knows when the last time I saved was. I don't think it was that long ago. But you know what? We were coming up right around the time I was probably going to wrap up anyway. So maybe we'll take that as an omen. Maybe rather than trying to jump back in, I should raid away and quit while I'm ahead. So let's do that. Let's call it a night here. And I want to thank everybody for joining me for Retro Adventure Wednesday. The good news is I think we've got one more week left of Discworld. So we'll be able to wrap this thing up next Wednesday. I'm very excited about that. What else is coming up for me? Tomorrow night, Ben is still out of town, so I won't be streaming Star Trek Resurgence, but I will be back with more of Sam and Max Beyond Time and Space. I'm going to stream the second episode of that tomorrow night. I had a ton of fun with the first one, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what lies ahead there. But for now, I do think I will call it an evening. That's right, a prematurely curtailed stream. That's right. Yeah, put a pin in the custard discussion, which will be hard because if you've ever tried to pin custard, I mean, it just slips right around the pin. It's almost impossible to pin custard. But let's try to put a pin in the custard discussion until next week. So for now, goodness, where should we raid? Let's go over and say hey to Tawagia. Tawagia is playing Final Fantasy VI for the first time right now. That sounds like a good time to me. So let's drop in on her. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Sorry about the technical glitch, but we'll be back next week and we'll beat this ding-dang game. Just you wait and see. In the meantime, happy Retro Adventure Wednesday to everybody, and I will see you on the other side of the raid.